Welcome to the Aurasta channel. In this video, I will recap the storyline of Dong Qian Kun, or Martial Universe, in Season 3. So that you don't get confused when watching the discussion this time, it would be better if you watch the previous parts first, from parts 1 to 4, which have already been uploaded on this channel. Broadly speaking, Donghua tells the story of a child from the Lin clan named Lin Dong. The Lin clan is divided into two, namely the main clan and the branch clan. Lindong's family came from the branch clan, and it was a hereditary custom that the branch clan was always looked down upon by the main clan. In a fighting competition of the Lin clan, his father, Lindong, was once defeated and stripped of his powers by a person from the main clan named Lin Tian. Lindong, who was still a child at the time, could not do anything and could only harbor his hatred and hope that one day he would get revenge. But growing up, it was a pity that Lindong was not a talented person. He was so bad at fighting that Lindong and his family were even more humiliated and belittled. Until one day, Lindong accidentally found a mysterious stone talisman inhabited by a celestial demon creature in the form of a fox, which then guided Lindong to become a great fighter. After many years of training and cultivation, Lindong had finally become a much stronger fighter than his father's expectations. While on a mission, he also had the opportunity to meet Lin Tian again. But instead of being able to avenge his father, Lindong was humiliated because Lin Tian's strength was still far above his. Thus, Lindong decided to continue training himself harder in order to surpass Lin Tian. Lucky in a tower climbing competition, Lindong arrived at the top and successfully entered the secret dimension. There he got information about the whereabouts of the 8 ancestral spiritual symbols, which are said to be able to help him reach the highest power. And from here, Lindong started his new adventure to find the ancestral symbols, accompanied by the fox demon and Lin Yen. So, will Lindong be able to find the 8 ancestral spiritual symbols and complete his mission of revenge against Lin Tian? We will discuss everything in this third season. Ever since his defeat against Lin Tian, Lindong and the fox demon have gone on a journey in search of the ancestral spiritual seal. The scene opens with Lindong training in the wild against a group of demonic beasts called the crocodile-tailed leopard. Here we are shown Lindong with his new ability, namely a lightning body shield that can withstand the bites of these beasts as well as being useful for carrying out thunder punch attacks. The last demonic beast that had witnessed how strong Lindong was tried to escape but was stopped by Lin Yen. Even though the lightning body shield ability was extremely strong, the fox demon said that it was only a low-level strength that was nothing more than a small spark of lightning, because above it was still the bronze body shield ability that was able to make the body almost invulnerable. Upon hearing this, Lindong went to the top of the cliff to directly absorb the flash of lightning so he could break through the limit of the lightning shield body's ability to become a bronze shield. Lin Yen, who was originally following Lindong, was suddenly distracted by a group of demonic beasts that entered the forest. Lindong had reached the top of the highest cliff and was ready to receive a flash of lightning from the sky. Before that, the fox demon had tried to warn Lindong that directly blocking lightning with the body was extremely dangerous and carried high risks. But Lindong paid no heed to the warning and said that if one wanted to cross the line, then there was no need to fear danger. It was shown that the natural lightning power absorption process was extremely taxing on Lindong's body. When Lindong was overwhelmed, he cleverly used the spirit talisman he had gotten from the top of the tower to absorb the power of the lightning until he finally completed the process. Lindong also briefly fainted from exhaustion. But unfortunately, even after absorbing the power of the thunderbolt, Lindong was still unable to reach the consummate bronze lightning body. The demon fox explained that it was only natural that this ability could not be mastered in just one night. Lindong then said his next destination would be Dahang City. And before arriving there, he must be able to master the ability, because only by having a very strong body can he receive the power of the ancestral spiritual symbol and advance to the next stage, which is the realm of form creation. Before we continue the story, I will first explain the power ranking system in Donghua Dong Qian Kun so that you can better understand the story. The practice method with cultivation. And cultivators like Lin Dong, Ling Tian, and other characters were called cultivators. Next, I explain the stages of cultivation from the weakest to the strongest. The first stage is tempered body, which consists of 1 to 9 levels that can be achieved through physical training to strengthen the body and bones in order to advance to the next stage. The second stage is called the Earthly Yuan stage. In this stage, a cultivator must absorb spiritual energy called Yin energy. The third stage is called Heavenly Yuan. In this stage, the practitioner must absorb Yang energy. Only after this energy and those that unite in the body will a Yuan energy be created, which is useful for being able to proceed to the fourth stage, namely the Yuan Dan stage. As a note, Lin Dong had now reached the late Yuan Dan stage, so he would soon be able to reach the cultivation of the fifth stage. The fifth stage is the form creation stage. At this stage, the practitioner has the ability to create transformations or changes in shape that can support them in battle. The sixth stage is the Qi creation stage, the seventh stage is the manifestation stage, the eighth stage is the nirvana stage, the ninth stage is the profound life stage. The 10th stage is the profound death stage, the 11th stage is samsara, the 12th stage is reincarnation, and finally, the 13th stage is the dimension master stage. Maybe the ranking of power in Donghua is indeed difficult to understand. But you don't need to bother because I will definitely explain in as much detail as possible, and in a language that is easy to understand. Alright, let's move on to the next story. Lin Yen, who had separated from Lin Dong earlier, was now being targeted by a group of people led by a young man named Dian, who came from the Di family. Here, Dian was very interested in making Lin Yen his pet, considering that this type of fire-tailed tiger was very rare. Due to the large number of enemies, Lin Yan's resistance was in vain, so he was almost caught. Luckily, Lin Dong arrived just in time and managed to sever the ropes that were used to ensnare Lin Yan. Lin Dong said that this beast was his companion. Disdainfully, Dian intended to buy Lin Yan from Lin Dong so that Lin Dong would at least have some money to buy some nice clothes. But Lin Dong did not want to respond to his sarcasm and immediately asked Lin Yan to leave. Uncle Dian instantly changed his tone to a more polite one so that Lin Dong would be willing to sell the beast to the Di family, even if Lin Dong asked for a very high price. But Lin Dong still refused, which made Dian very emotional from feeling that he had been belittled. He immediately ordered his men to attack Lin Dong and seize Lin Yan by force. Unfortunately, they had completely lost to Lin Dong. Dian can be defeated with just one attack. Lin Dong then took Dian's spear as compensation for the apology they had made for daring to attack him. Before Lin Dong left, someone suddenly came and directly attacked him. He is the father of Dian, who is also the leader of the Di family, whose name is Di Tang. Dian kept trying to provoke his father into beating up Lin Dong for daring to condescendingly belittle the dignity of his family. However, Di Tang, who could feel Lin Dong's strength, was quite formidable and chose to avoid the battle by asking politely for his son's spear to be returned. He even complied with Lin Dong's wish to exchange it for 20,000 pure yuan pills. Dian, who still didn't accept it, was later told by his father that Lin Dong was no ordinary fighter, so it would take a long time to defeat him. It would be better if you continued a much more important mission, namely hunting for the source of lightning from a monster called the Crystal Dragon that lives in this forest. After successfully obtaining a source of lightning that could be used to reach the 7th stage, namely the manifestation stage, beating up Lin Dong was no longer a problem. From behind a tree, Lin Dong turned out to be secretly eavesdropping on their conversation. The fox demon explained the source of the lightning present in this beast, which could be used to train the body's abilities with the bronze lightning. But the problem is that these beasts are not easy to conquer. To that end, Lin Dong planned to make use of the D family people and take advantage of this good opportunity to retrieve the source of the lightning safely. At night, Ting explained that it was tonight that the lightning crystal dragon beast would evolve. As soon as its evolution is complete, the beast will release its lightning source, which makes its strength and defense temporarily weak, so this moment will be a very good opportunity to steal it. But unknowingly, Lin Dong eavesdropped on the plan and kept a close eye on their movements. When they were caught off guard and exhausted, that was when he would spring into action. Is shown a crystal thunder beast cultivating by absorbing the power of lightning from the sky. While Ting and his son were hiding in a safe place, waiting for the right time for the beast to finish cultivating and release its source of lightning. When the source of the lightning was finally brought out, they rushed to start attacking the beast. But even though he was weakened, Ting was still having a hard time defeating him. He was only able to keep the lightning crystal beast occupied for a short while, and he ordered Diyun to quickly retrieve the source of the lightning. But unfortunately, Lin Dong suddenly came and grabbed it first, and then hurriedly ran away from them. Knowing that, Ting immediately took his son to chase after Lin Dong in order to seize the source of the lightning that had been their target for a long time. The chase was also followed by the lightning dragon monster, who wanted to take back his power core. As a result, Lin Dong was surrounded from both the front and rear. He resisted Ting's attack with all his might, where Ting's strength was still slightly above him. At the same time, the lightning dragon monster also tried to attack him. But fortunately, the attack was successfully thwarted by Lin Yan. After clashing forces and creating an explosion, Lin Dong finally managed to escape again without leaving a trace. Their chase lasted until the morning. Lin Dong hid in a safe place, while Ting, who was feeling furious, immediately ordered his soldiers to gather more men to surround the entire forest area. The fox demon appeared again to congratulate Lin Dong for obtaining a source of lightning that could be used for refining the bronze lightning body technique. So after that, surely Ting can be defeated easily. But before that, Lin Dong was worried about the fate of Lin Yan, who had fought the thunder dragon beast just now. They then rushed to follow the burning smell that might have come from the scene of Lin Yan's fight. The scent led them all the way to a waterfall, and that's where Lin Dong found Lin Yan with burns and electric shocks all over his body. While the lightning dragon that was his opponent had succeeded in defeating Lin Yan. Not long after that, the fox demon could sense that the D family group in the middle that was chasing them was getting closer and closer. However, due to Lin Yan's condition, he was still injured, so he couldn't run far. Lin Dong also used his mental faculties to find a hiding place behind the waterfall first. Shon Diyun and his soldiers had arrived at the waterfall. They found the dead thunder dragon monsters and traces of battle in this area and concluded that Lin Dong was definitely not far from here. Feeling proud to have found Lin Dong's traces, Diyun immediately ordered his soldiers to inform his father. At his hiding place, Lin Dong grew even more anxious because sooner or later Ting would definitely find him. In the midst of his worries, suddenly a bluish aura appeared from Lin Yan's body, which lifted his body into the air. The fox demon explained that this process of evolution would significantly increase Lin Yan's strength, thus at least reaching form creation realm cultivation. This was the effect of the Thunder Dragon crystal beast that Lin Yan had defeated, and coincidentally, its power had also been successfully absorbed by Lin Yan. The Fox Demon also reminded Lindong that this was the right time to absorb the power from the source of the lightning so that his bronze lightning body technique could reach perfection. And if this process went smoothly, it was highly likely that Lindong could easily turn things around. While Lindong was desperately trying to absorb the source of the lightning, Diting was extremely irritated because they had not been able to locate Lindong's hiding place. In the midst of the commotion, a man known to Diting, who is known as Lu Laogui, suddenly appears. From their conversation, it can be concluded that the relationship between the two is not very good. Here Lu Laogui knows that the source of the lightning that Diting is after is being stolen by someone else, so he tries to offer help. But Diting firmly refused because he knew that behind this kind offer from Lu Laogui there must be a special purpose. Not long after time passed, an explosion appeared from behind the waterfall. And it turned out to be Lindong, who had managed to completely absorb the source of the lightning, perfected the bronze lightning body technique, and had now reached the cultivation realm of the 5th stage of form creation. Diting prepared to attack Lindong and said that he would retrieve the source of the lightning from Lindong's body. But unexpectedly, despite being at the same cultivation stage, Diting simply could not defeat Lindong. Here, Lu Laogui again offered to help defeat Lindong, with the condition that if they succeed, Diting must be willing to share half of the source of the thunder. Feeling that he had no other choice, Diting was forced to agree to cooperate. Because he thought that no matter how strong Lindong was in the realm of form creation, it would be impossible to simultaneously defeat two opponents at the same level. The battle resumed, but who would have thought that even after being battered by a 2-on-1 duel, Lindong still looked calm and confident. This was indeed Lindong's specialty. He could fight evenly against those at higher cultivation levels and could defeat those at the same or lower levels.
金台镇魔掌，大眼空掌，小阴风掌，还要再来吗？
Because they still didn't give up, Diting and Lu Laogui returned to prepare each of their strongest attacks from the form creation realm technique, which they then combined into a single attack. It was at this point that Lindong could no longer relax. He seemed to be getting serious by taking out his flagship spear as well as releasing a divine spear technique with the embodiment of a dragon's attack. The explosion from the clash of the two attacks was so powerful that it made Diting think that he had defeated Lindong. But unfortunately, his guess was again wrong because it was seen that Lindong had re-emerged from behind the remnants of the explosion without leaving the slightest wound. Lindong was increasingly gaining the upper hand, with his position dominating the battle until his two enemies were no longer able to put up a fight. What's more, with the arrival of Lin Yan, who had evolved after absorbing the power of the lightning crystal dragon monster, Diting was finally forced to admit defeat and ask Lindong for forgiveness. Even he and Lu Laogui were willing to compensate Lindong with 100,000 pure yuan pills for letting them go. And after the matter was deemed to have been resolved, Lindong immediately left them riding Lin Yan, who now had wings in his evolved form. Diyun, who was still very irritated, was later told by his father that if the fight continued, then they would all be slaughtered by Lindong. Even according to Diting, it was possible for Lindong to defeat an advanced form creation realm cultivator. Next, Lindong would continue his journey to his next destination. The scene continued, showing Lindong continuing his journey towards Dahang City. But instead they arrived at a very mysterious misty forest and counted for 2 days around. They had not found a way out at all. The fox demon said that this dense fog not only shortened the visibility range, but also had some kind of power that could limit its detection ability. It was also shown that Lin Yan now had the ability to transform into a smaller form in order to indulge Lindong's shoulders, as well as being able to save a lot of his strength. From the front came the sound of a child screaming. She was a little girl who got separated from her entourage, and now she has the misfortune of meeting a hungry beast. Luckily, before the beast pounced on him, Lindong arrived in time and managed to save the little girl. Not long after the short talk, the two of them were surrounded by a group of armed men. It turned out that the leader of the group was the father of the little girl named Jiang Lei. It is also known that, in fact, the little girl is called Jiang Ying. He got separated from his group because he went out alone without supervision until he finally got lost. Jiang Lei then conveyed his gratitude to Lin Dong for saving his youngest daughter from an attack by wild animals. Jiang Lei then introduced himself, saying that he was the chairman of the Eagle Martial Dojo in Dang City. The two girls behind him were the two daughters that Lin Dong had saved earlier, named Jiang Ying, and beside him was his eldest daughter, Jiang Shui, while the others were his brothers and disciples in the Eagle Martial Dojo. After introducing himself, Lindong also mentioned that he had been trapped in the misty forest for 2 days and had found no way out. Therefore, he asked that he be allowed to join them to get out of this place. Jiang Lei and his eldest daughter were a little hesitant at first to include a foreigner in their entourage. But after the youngest daughter begged her father for Lindong, remembering that the young man had saved her life, Lindong was finally allowed to join. Jiang Lei then explained that it was actually easy to bring Lindong out of this forest. But the problem was that they had interfered with something extremely dangerous, so if Lindong was with them, they would also be in danger. Lindong then assured them that he would definitely be able to take care of himself and would not become a burden. On the train, Ying meets Lin Yan and immediately likes him because of her adorable appearance. While spurring the carriage, Jiang Lei asked about Lindong's destination. Lindong replied that he originally wanted to go to Dahang City but was instead trapped in the misty forest for 2 days. Talking about Dahang City, Jiang Lei then explained that many outsiders had come to Dahang City to hunt for treasures that were said to be hidden in the ancient monuments in Dahang City. And according to rumors circulating within the ancient monument of Dahang, there are ruins of an ancient sect that holds many mysteries, such as records of secret cultivation methods and priceless treasures. However, no one else claimed ownership of the Dahang ancient monument because the place had a seal so strong that even a cultivator at the Nirvana stage would have a hard time breaking it. But reportedly, every 3 years, this seal has the weakest period. So it will be the best time if you want to hunt for treasure in it. And based on his calculations, in the near future, the Dahang ancient monument would enter its weakest period, which made Jiang Lei think that was the purpose of Lindong coming to Dahang City. Inside Lindong's mind, the fox demon sounded very pleased because it was very likely that the ancient sect ruins within the Dahang ancient monument were closely related to the ancestral symbol they were looking for. Jiang Lei then kindly gave Lindong some more proper clothes upon arriving at the camp, considering that in Dahang City there would definitely be many great people from various sects gathering to compete for treasures. Long story short, their group arrived at the camp. Lindong got new clothes, which made his current appearance even cooler. Jiang Lei was also trying to get to know Lindong even more by inviting the young man to have a drink together. But it seemed different from Jiang Shui, who seemed to still have her suspicions towards Lindong. Not long after, they were surprised by the signs of a beast horde, which seemed to be not far from the camp, so that everyone immediately prepared for battle with their respective weapons. And this is what Jiang Lei mentioned earlier this afternoon about his group accidentally disturbing something very dangerous in this forest. It was also explained that Jiang Lei's real purpose in coming to this forest was to look for elixir herbs. But unintentionally, they actually killed the child of a wild creature named King Crocodile Panther, the ruler of the Fog Forest. The creature was also angry, so it continued to chase them, including the beasts that had attacked Ying this afternoon, one of the beasts he sent. As shown, dozens of crocodile monsters have surrounded every corner of the camp. In front of them, the ruler of the forest, the king of panther crocodiles, is also ready to attack. Ying, who was very excited to join the fight, was, of course, forbidden by her father and instead asked Lin Dong to protect her youngest daughter. When the fight started, unfortunately, with a large number of enemies, Jiang Lei's side seemed too overwhelmed to handle it. Jiang Lei went head-to-head against the boss of the Panther Crocodile King. Everyone cheered when Jiang Lei knocked him down. However, it turns out that these creatures have extraordinary body resistance. In an instant, the situation turned around again, putting him and his daughter in danger. Luckily, Lindong entered the battle and was able to dominate immediately. Jiang Shui explained that these monsters had already reached the realm of form creation, so it was no wonder they were so difficult to deal with. But of course, this was not a problem for Lindong. He immediately told Jiang Shui to stay away and carry her injured father to a safe place. Jiang Lei, who witnessed how great Lin Dong's combat skills were, couldn't help but be dumbfounded and conveyed his gratitude towards Lin Dong, for once again this young man had saved them. And this also removed all doubts from Jiang Shui, who had always suspected Lin Dong from the start. In the morning, the group began to continue their journey. It looked like they had made it out of the misty forest, and were almost at Dang City, where the Eagle Martial Dojo was located. Long story short, they had arrived, and Jiang Lei explained that right in front of them was the border of Dahang City, while the Dahang ancient monument that they discussed yesterday was right in the center of the desert. He added that the journey across the desert would not be easy, so he would invite Lin Dong to rest at his place first. He would also provide Lin Dong with sufficient supplies as a token of gratitude for saving him so many times. In the middle of their conversation, a man with a very haughty tone greeted Jiang Lei. It was known that this man was named Luo Shan. He was the son of the head of the Bloody Vulture Dojo, who always bullied people in Jiang Lei's dojo. The purpose of his visit this time was to hand over an invitation to a life-and-death battle in the arena between Jiang Lei and his father to determine which dojo deserved to reign in this region. Luo Shan also conveyed his feelings to Jiang Shui. But as usual, Luo Shan always received rejection because he was indeed known as a very cruel and arrogant person. Just like this time, he so boasted about his father's strength that he had reached the 5th stage of the advanced form creation realm, which would definitely be able to easily kill Jiang Lei and annihilate the Eagle Martial Dojo. Ying, who was feeling extremely annoyed, shot him with a slingshot, which made Luo Shan even more emotional. But he had to face Lin Dong first before he could touch Ying. Using only a little force, Lin Dong was able to snap Luo Shan's arm and slam him to the ground. Lin Dong then introduced himself, saying that he was a new disciple at the Eagle Martial Dojo. And of course, he would not allow anyone to belittle this dojo as he pleased. Luo Shan threatened Lin Dong to stop attacking him, or else Lin Dong would have to deal with his father. But before Luo Shan could finish his sentence, without the slightest fear, Lin Dong instantly silenced him with a thunderbolt skill. At night, Jiang Lei conveyed his apologies to Lin Dong for involving him in the affairs of the Eagle Martial Dojo. But on the contrary, it was Lin Dong who apologized because he was the one who started the fight, and so the feud between the two dojos became even more heated. Thus, Lindong was willing to ask for any assistance in order to resolve this matter. However, it was not meant to reject Lindong's kindness, but in tomorrow's battle, Jianlei wanted to settle it himself. Moreover, Lindong's main goal was to find the ancient monument of Daheng, so he didn't want to involve him in dojo matters that could delay his journey. Then Jiang Shui came looking for her father to talk about tomorrow's fight. He begged his father not to go up to the arena, considering the risk was too high. Jianlei's cultivation was still at the initial form creation realm, and it was impossible to defeat an enemy who had reached the advanced form creation realm. So that if he continued to force himself, it was feared that his father could be killed. But Jianlei ignored his daughter's suggestion because this fight involved the reputation of the Eagle Martial Dojo, which he could not simply ignore. But if it were true that tomorrow he had to die, then the worst-case scenario would be that the dojo would be disbanded, and Jiang Shui would have to take Ying and move to a faraway place, live with a new identity, and never return to this place. Looking at the other side, Lin Dong secretly overheard their conversation and remembered his past fight against Huanhuan, who had also reached the form creation advanced level realm. When he had free time, Lin Dong used to cultivate. Not long after, he was visited by Jiang Shui with a very worried face. After failing to convince her father, Lin Dong is now the only hope that can help his family. She then asked Lin Dong to step into the arena tomorrow in his father's stead to fight the head of the Bloody Vulture Dojo. Considering Lin Dong's extraordinary strength, Jiang Shui was even willing to do anything as long as Lin Dong was willing to help her this time. Lin Dong could not bear to see the sincerity of Jiang Shui, who was actually begging for her father's family and martial arts dojo. Therefore, he is willing to help as much as possible, counting also on the kindness of those who brought him out of the misty forest yesterday and welcomed him warmly like close relatives. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Luo Shan, who had broken his hand earlier this afternoon, was whining to his father to help him get revenge. It was known that Luo Shan's father was called Luo Ji, a cultivator who had reached the 5th stage of the advanced form creation realm. He also tried to calm his son down by promising that tomorrow, in a life-and-death battle, he would definitely help him break Lin Dong's legs and arms and annihilate the Eagle Martial Dojo without a trace. The next day, both sides gathered around the arena to witness the life-and-death battle between the dojo masters. Luo Shan then pointed at Lin Dong to tell his father that it was the young man who had dared to break his arm yesterday. Luo Ji glared at Lin Dong and said that such a weak kid would definitely be easily crushed later after he managed to kill the Eagle Martial Leader Dojo. Luo Ji confidently jumped into the arena, then displayed his extremely terrifying aura and shouted loudly, challenging Jianlei to rush forward to fight him. There were loud cheers from his men. On the other hand, on Jianlei's side, the Eagle Martial Dojo's disciples looked very worried seeing the enemy's strength that had reached the advanced form creation realm because it was clear that their leader's level of strength was still unable to fight him. But despite realizing that the chances are very, very small, Jianlei still intends to step up to the challenge so as not to disappoint the students and his two daughters. Lin Dong also deeply respected Jianlei's courageous nature. However, if Jianlei persisted in fighting even though the end result was already clear, then it would be tantamount to suicide. Lin Dong also reminded him that Jianlei still had two daughters who desperately needed his protection, and if today Jianlei were to die, then the fate of the two of them would definitely be extremely miserable. Thus, Lin Dong was willing to offer to replace him in the life-and-death battle. Meanwhile, in the arena, Luo Ji kept on provoking Jianlei to rush forward to fight him. In response to that, it was Lin Dong who actually stepped forward to replace Jianlei. Lin Dong then introduced himself, saying that he was a new disciple of the Eagle Martial Dojo. And in order to keep Jianlei's honor from being seen as a coward, Lin Dong said that in order to face Luo Ji, there was no need to bother putting down the chairman of the Eagle Martial Dojo because he alone was more than enough. Luo Ji, who felt belittled, was finally provoked, so he was willing to accept Lin Dong's challenge. What's more, he could use this opportunity to avenge his son's death yesterday. And only then would he kill Jiang Lei and destroy the Eagle Martial Dojo until there was nothing left.
在踏平影之武馆。
The battle began with a clash of auras from both sides which still looked balanced. Next, Luo Ji released a single strike technique named Sky Hammer Explosion. However, with Lin Dong's mental strength, even without moving a finger, he managed to brush it off. Next, it was Lin Dong's turn to launch an attack. The mental strength he had trained so well made Luo Ji finally understand why the boy in front of him was so confident. He also became more serious by taking out his two flagship spirit weapons, which were called the Heaven and Earth Hammers. Lindong countered it with the Divine Spear, and the fight turned into an aerial duel of clashing weapons. In fact, Lindong's strength has greatly increased since he successfully refined the Bronze Lightning Body technique. Combined with the attack of the Divine Spear, made him completely dominate the battle. If it was like this, there was no other choice. Luo Ji, who was truly desperate, finally released his strongest technique, the Demonic Ape Transformation. Not only had his physical appearance changed, but his strength had also increased many times over. Lindong then proceeded to release a golden inscription technique to restrain and suppress Luo Ji.
你还差得远呢！
Luo Ji, who couldn't hold on, finally collapsed under the attack, causing Jiang Lei's side to cheer at Lin Dong's victory. But unfortunately, it turns out that this is still not the end. Gradually, the golden steel began to crack into pieces due to the explosion of Luo Ji's angry aura. Still in the demonic ape transformation, Luo Ji, who managed to escape, revealed a form far stronger than the crimson aura that enveloped his entire body. He did not expect that a brat like Lin Dong would be able to suppress him to this extent. Another attack was launched, but Lin Dong blocked it with the Divine Spear. However, Luo Ji's punch felt much heavier than before. Even the golden inscription technique that had troubled him before was able to destroy Luo Ji in an instant. The situation had reversed, and it looked like Lin Dong was being suppressed desperately. And if it continues like this, then he will lose. Intent on quickly ending the fight, Lin Dong released his strongest technique, the Divine Scales Spear, which was a Dragon Scales Spear technique attack. Luo Ji blocked him head-on, but the force of the attack was too strong to knock him to the ground and force him back into his normal human form as his strength was already exhausted. And this time the battle actually ended with the victory of Lin Dong and the Eagle Martial Dojo. Lin Dong still showed mercy by not killing Luo Ji, but only ordered Luo Ji and his people to leave Dang City as far as possible. Luo Ji, who still couldn't accept his defeat, tried to attack Lin Dong once again from behind. However, Luo Ji's sneak attacks could easily have been anticipated by Lin Dong, who then immediately launched a counterattack against this person who was not worthy of pity. After the battle ended, Jiang Lei conveyed his gratitude to Lin Dong for once again saving his family and even the entire Eagle Martial Dojo. Therefore, in order to repay such a great service, Jiang Lei promised that he would definitely be ready to help at any time if Lin Dong ever needed his help. Long story short, to celebrate victory on this day, they held a special feast for Lin Dong. However, when everything had been prepared, Lin Dong suddenly disappeared somewhere. Jiang Shui immediately headed to Lin Dong's room, but it was too late because Lin Dong had already left Dang City. On the way, the Fox Demon grumbled about Lin Dong leaving just like that without saying goodbye to the people of Eagle Martial Dojo, including Jiang Shui, even though it was obvious that the girl secretly had feelings for Lin Dong. However, Lin Dong paid no heed to the matter at all, as his priority right now was simply finding the ancestral spiritual symbol as quickly as possible. Not long after, a girl riding a horse approached Lin Dong, who turned out to be Jiang Shui. She expressed his disappointment because it was Lin Dong who left without saying goodbye. Lindong also said that he didn't mean to disappoint her because, from the start, his main goal was to get to Dahang City as soon as possible. The conversation was closed with Jiang Shui reminding Lindong to always be careful, and hopefully they could meet again another time. Lindong finally left without looking behind him, indicating that he didn't have the slightest burden. Jiang Lei then came over to comfort his daughter, who still couldn't seem to let Lindong go. He said that Lindong was a very talented warrior, and it would not be an exaggeration to think that one day, even in the entire Yan dynasty, there would be no one capable of stopping him.